Okay, so now that we've done the home page, the about page, now we just have the contact. So I'm going to copy everything on the about page. It makes sense to copy the about page because it has the nav bar without the showcase and stuff like that. So let's jump over to contact HTML and paste that in. And let's just change the title to contact. And let's take the class of current off of about, and let's put that onto contact. And then we can get rid of everything down to the footer. And we'll save, and then we'll go to contact, and we should see this. Now, one thing that we need to grab is the Font Awesome link to this Font Awesome CSS, because we are actually using icons here. So from the index page, in the head, I'm going to grab the link for Font Awesome. So this right here, I'm going to copy that and bring that over to contact, put it right above our link to our style sheet. And that should be good. So now let's go down below the header and we'll start to create our form. So let's put in our section and we'll give it an ID of contact-form. And I'm going to give it our padding class, our py-3 class. And let's add a container, push everything to the middle. Let's put an H1, let's use our L heading class. So you see how we keep reusing these classes? That's the idea of a class. An ID is more for identifying a section like we're doing here. So hopefully that starts to really make sense. So this H1 is going to say contact us, but I want the word contact to be that primary color. So we're going to put in we want to put in a span with a class of text-primary, and we just want to put this span on the other side of contact. And then below the H1, we're going to put a paragraph and just say, please fill out the form below to contact us. Okay, we'll save that. It should look like that. And then we're going to create our form. So the form will go somewhere. I mean, we'll just put like process.php for now for the action, but we're not actually handling the submission right now. And for the fields, we're going to have a name, email, and message. And I'm going to wrap the label and input inside of a div with the class of form-group. So inside the form group, we'll have the label. The for attribute will say name, and then under that, we'll have an input. So let's give it a type of text, and the name will be name. ID will also be name. And then we'll have another form group. Actually, we can probably just copy this div, paste that in, and this will be the email. So for email, we'll change the type to email, that, and the ID. And then we'll have one more, which is going to be the message. So paste that in and change this to message. Let's take this. Another little trick here, keyboard shortcut. If you want to highlight something without the mouse, you can hold Shift, and I'll hit the back arrow, and you see how it's highlight. If I go the other way, it'll unhighlight it. So I can highlight name, and then do a Control D to choose the next version of name, and I'm going to change it to message. Except we want this to be a text area, not an input. So I'll just take this and change it to text area. And text areas have a closing tag, so we just need to add that in there. All right, so that looks good. And then we just want our submit button, so we're going to go below this last div here, still within the form. We'll do button, and remember our class of btn, we want to use that on this button. And we just want to give it a type as well of submit. Type equals submit. And let's say submit for the text. Okay, we'll go ahead and save, take a look. It looks absolutely horrible, so we have to add our styling. So let's go to our style.css. I'm actually going to make this smaller so we can see it. And we'll go below our testimonials. Let's say contact form. So an ID of contact form, that's our section. And then let's style the form group, okay, which wraps the label and the input. And I just want to do a margin bottom just to push each field down. So we'll do 20 pixels. All right, then we'll do the label. So contact dash form label. And we want that to be display block so that it pushes on to the next line. And then let's do a margin bottom of 5 pixels. Okay, we'll save that. Good. Now let's do the input and the text area. So contact form input. We also want to do contact form text area. And let's put this on a separate line just to make it a little neater. And we want a width of 100%. We want it to go all the way across. Save that. Let's add some padding to make them thicker. So we'll do 10 pixels on all sides. Let's do a border. Notice the message has a thicker or a darker border. We want them all to match. So we'll do 1 pixel. Let's do DDD and solid and save. Now the text area I actually want to be a little bigger. I want to increase the height, so I'm going to take just the text area selector here and just set a height of 200 pixels like that. And notice that our button looks just like the other links that have the BTN class. All right, now I want to show you guys that you see when I click on one of these, it has the blue outline. We can actually change that color if we want. This is something I haven't gone over yet. So these are the focus states of these inputs. So I'm going to actually copy this, the input and the text area selectors, and I'm just going to add on this pseudo selector of focus. Okay, so we want to say in the focus state, we want to set the outline to none, and we want to set the border color to that F right here, F7C 08A, and save. And now when I click on one of these, you'll see that the outline is that same color. So we can target that focus state and style it how we want. So the next part we have is this part right here with the icons, and this is going to resemble the boxes on the home page. We're actually going to use the box class. So let's head over to contact HTML and let's create our section. So we'll call this, we'll give it an ID of contact-info, and I want this to have a dark background, so we're actually going to also add the class. Let's do class equals bg-dark. And inside the section, we'll put our container. And let's add our boxes. Now, I'm actually going to copy from the index HTML. Let's grab those boxes. So let's see. Under features, we have the div class box. So we have 3 of these. Let's grab all 3, all these divs. And we'll bring them to the contact, paste them right in there, and we're going to change great location to just location. We're going to keep the same icon, the hotel icon, but I want to change this paragraph to be the actual location. So we'll say 50 Main Street, Boston, Mass. And the next one here, I'm going to change the icon to a phone icon, which is going to be FA phone. And you can look up all these classes at fontawesome.com. We're going to change this to phone or phone number. And inside the paragraph, let's put a fake phone number. We'll say 617 555. We'll just do all 5s. And then this last one, I want it to be the email. So there's actually an icon called FA-envelope. And we'll change this H3 to email address. And then let's just add in a fake email address here. We'll do like front desk at, let's do hotelbt.co. All right, so we'll save that. Now these boxes actually have the BG light, BG primary. We want to get rid of those because we want it to be just dark behind all of them. So I'm going to get rid of that. BG primary, get rid of that class, but make sure you keep the box class. And save. And there we go. Let's make this a little bigger, make sure it looks okay. And that's our contact page. So that's it, guys. Our project is complete. We have our little hotel website, and hopefully you learned quite a bit from this project, especially if you're brand new to HTML and CSS. Hopefully you can see now how things come together, because I know with the sandbox sections, we just kind of looked at individual parts of HTML and CSS, and now we're actually putting it all together to build something. So what I'd like to start to do now that you know the basics, you know HTML and the basics of CSS, I'd like to get into more modern parts of CSS like media queries for responsive design, the grid system, Flexbox. Later on we'll get into like transitions and animation, and then of course deploying a website. So we have quite a bit to do. All right, so that's it though. At least now you know HTML, you know the basics of CSS, and we're ready to dive in more.